My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. We're going to be playing the Daily Climb. There we go. April 9th, 2019. It is the Defect. Specialized, we will start with 5 copies of a single card, as well as Controlled Chaos. Start with Frozen Eye at the start of your turn, add 10 random cards at the bottom of your draw pile, as well as Terminal. I swear we did something like this recently. That's a lot of Glacier! Good golly gosh. Well, there's no 2 elite paths, so we're looking for as many upgrades as we can possibly get. Actually, am I looking for as many upgrades as I can possibly get? There's not that many things that I want to upgrade in the deck right now. I probably want to remove some of those glaciers, right? There's frankly just too many. Alright, and the next turn. Charge battery, barrage. I mean, barrage will pretty much always be triggered. 50-50. Yeah, it'll pretty much always be triggered barrage, because I'll pretty much always have enough orbs out because of these glaciers. Lightning Turbo Bullseye? Well, add a Void into my discard pile. Yeah, what discard pile? I'm never getting there, so... What do I care about a discard pile? Things I don't care about. Discard piles and Oxford combinations. That's it. Exclusively those 2 things. Everything else, you may assume I care a lot. Ooh, Blizzard. Blizzard would be a great addition to this deck. Cold Snap. Yeah, probably none of... Oh, actually, do I want to buff up my deck? Just, like, add a bunch of cards? Because if I do, then I just take the Cold Snap anyway. Oh, we got 2 glaciers upgraded. Good. I was worried we weren't going to have... You know what? We should probably take a glacier here. Not really. Loop? Yeah, it's on sale. I really wanted the data disc, but... Oh well. It's probably like loop, rip, and tear. A little bit of damage in the deck, thank you. Sure. I'll wake up the enemy this turn, and then I can play another Glacier next turn. Like that one. 14 versus 12. Tear, obviously, here. Good gosh, a couple blizzards and this deck goes off ridiculously. Amplify heat sinks. Probably not. Rainbow Compile Driver. I mean, look, I draw the top couple cards of my deck. I get a Echo Form. Actually, I get a lot of cards I don't really want. So I get Reprogram, Echo Form, and Beam Cell. That said, playing that is going to get me closer to my auto shield, so I'll be fully defended next turn. Well, fully-ish. Almost. There's our Blizzards. Top 3 cards of the draw pile, Creative AI, Rebound. Well, we'll take that, then we'll rebound the Blizzard. Defend. Giving ourselves lethal next turn. Smiling Mask. The Merchant's card removal service now always costs 50 gold, as well as another Barrage. Sure. I'm just taking the Barrage like as damage in a pinch, because the deck doesn't really have damage yet, so. Plus, I would add orb slots to this deck, naturally. More relics and more curses. I'm happy with both, frankly. Ornamental fan, every time we play 3 attacks in a single turn, so basically never. Another turbo. I'm not going to remove the curse. I want 5 curses in the deck by the time we end. I could have taken that curse, but I actually want the... I would also actually really appreciate the ability to pick up this relic. I can spread the damage. I'm not going to take any. Sweet. Okay, 2 strikes and a zap. Sets me up for a full defense this turn. Neat. Odd Mushroom. When vulnerable, take 25% more damage rather than 50% more. Aggregate, obviously. Oh, hell yes. Chance to fight another elite. Don't always get that. I have any... No, okay. I have an Electrodynamics to look forward to, but that's about it. Barrage next hand as well. We are pretty safe at this point. Just checking my draw pile occasionally. Just making sure that it doesn't necessarily impact on my decision making. Ooh, good skin pickup there. Blood Vial at the start of combat, heal for 2 HP, as well as probably drop the Liquid Bronze for an energy potion. Burn to my discard pile, why would I care about that? What even is a discard pile? I've never seen one. No one can prove to me that it exists. Save myself 12 for killing this turn. Not 12, but I also leave my Incense Spectre to go off on turn 1 where it's not necessary. So, you know, good play. Not a good play, don't worry. Upgrading Overclock and Turbo are probably our key priorities here. Those go in my discard pile though, so couldn't care less, friend. Hell yeah, full defense. Yep, that's a earlier split than I was. It's an earlier split that I kind of wanted there. Sure, it's fine. In 2 turns' time, I have my incense. I'm not weakened here either. He's not even attacking. Ooh, extra energy, lovely. Great turn for the intangibility. Sweep will Beambow as well. Sweep again. Drop a Hyper Beam. Okay. Happy to pop a vision now. Frost Orbs do nothing at this point. Wow. It's key that I kill the target that turn. If I want to remain, powerful. Can I hologram back here? I can hologram back the aggregate, use the aggregate for a ridiculous amount of energy, hologram back the aggregate, use the aggregate for a ridiculous amount of energy. And then I guess I just Tempest. So we perfected the first boss fight. Electrodynamics Echo Form and Creative AI. Considering we have no AoE in the deck yet and we desperately need it, Electrodynamics. Has to be extra. Oh, it doesn't have to be extra energy. Definitely not the Runic Pyramid. Transform all strikes and defends. I think it might be transform all strikes and defends, actually. Coffee Dripper is extra energy, but we have the turbos in the aggregate. They should provide us enough. And Pandora Boxing. Okay, good-ish. That's pretty bad. That's okay, though. Find me, Blizzard. Find me, Blizzard. Okay, there's a 3 elite path. In fact, there are a couple. Hiya, indeed. 50-50. Yes! Woo! Great pickup there. Save myself 10 full HP. I say pickup as though it's something that I influenced rather than something that I watched happen. Another cold snap. Sure. Alright, might get a collector's bonus on that. Upgraded cards. Let's get the electrodynamics upgraded so that it's more potent for those AoE circumstances that we desperately need it for. Great. So the enemy is going to try and hit me with the... Enemy's going to try and hit me with the Hex this turn. It's not going to work. Thank you, Core Surge, for that. Gonna kill this turn if I didn't use Consume last turn. Whee! But that's okay. Lost 1 HP that I'll heal at the start of the next combat. Another turbo, pre-upgraded. Stack is also really good there as well, but energy problems first. Draw 2 additional cards at the start of each combat. Seems really powerful for me. Well, let's start removing some garbage cards. I'm worried that I'm not going to get enough curses in this deck at this point. I think I'll hold on to the curses just a little longer. There's no complete garbage. Some complete garbage cards in there. I'm gonna hold on to my money. Let's pop that energy potion so that I can actually get a ridiculous amount here. Perfect. Murder the backliner. Neat. So it is the AoE fight at the end of this floor as well. Gotta keep my eye on that. Lest I end up taking damage to it. Actually, Dynamics is a lot of damage here, but it's not really setting us up. Find me some real ass lethal. Oh my god, All for One obviously goes in this deck. What a great pickup it would be. Ridiculous turn we'd have after that. Oh. Good gosh, that'd be lovely. Find me an all-for-one video game. Probably none. Alright. Well, there's the electrodynamics. Obvious play. There's no reason not to play the double energy on turn 1, though. It's double energy, then electrodynamics. For some reason, I was thinking I was going to draw more cards. I really shouldn't use a swift potion or anything like that. Glacier will just kill him. Don't get the loop out, but... works for me still. Yeah, that's my bad. Played those cards too quickly. Okay, overclock. Turbo cool-headed. Hell yes. Not the turbo. I mean, look, it has no downside to play. I'll also play the extra Glacier just in case I happen to get a Blizzard in my draw pile. Not in there yet, though. Okay. Zap compile driver just to see what's in there. Okay, there's a Sunder for the next hand, so that's a bunch of energy for us. Or a bunch of offense if it pairs with the right cards. Yeah, I'm actually just going to throw it on the Gremlin Leader. I don't even care. Bye, Gremlin Leader, and hello to my new relic. Tiny chest upon pickup gain 30... yeah, 30 gold, 10% more likely to find treasure in question mark rooms. Regret makes buffer really, really low value for us. The amount of draw that we have in the deck from the... from overclock and other sources, like more overclocks that we intend to add, makes FTL pretty useless for us. We'll take none of those. Potions, thank you. I have no interest in this potion seller. Pretty good turn. Very glad I took the electrodynamics and also extremely glad that I upgraded it. Need more overclocks. More copies of overclock for this deck, thank you. Just what was ordered. Definitely take the Blizzard. Girya, you can now gain strength at rest sites up to 3 times maximum. We'll try and do that, I guess. Upgrading cards doesn't really make too much sense in this deck at this point. Alright, 15 incoming, but aggregate, glacier. Oh, lovely. Something tells me this is going to be a bad fight for you, Snecko. Call it a hunch. Another steroid potion. And a capacitor. And a stack. Take the capacitor first. That steroid potion is going to go to good use in a boss fight. In fact, both of those steroid potions will. Excellent. Find me. Ooh. Electrodynamics. Don't mind if I. Don't mind if I do. Now it's just about how much lightning can I generate. We've got a bunch of energy this turn, but no damage. Ice Cream would be really good for this deck, actually. So would Unceasing Toll. Goodbye to all of these enemies, and hello to a focus potion. Gain 2 focus. What? Having intangibility on the first turn here is ridiculously lucky for us. I should have planned it, but why plan it when it always works out? Effectively, what I'm arguing for is I need to be punished for not getting things correct so that I will learn better next time. 6, 7, 5, so I can defend against 7, 7, and 4. That's not enough, so I have to use the focus potion this turn if I want to maintain my perfect. Alrighty then. Goodbye, Taskmaster. And hello to the Runic Dodecahedron. If your HP is full, gain energy at the start of your turn. Beautiful. That constantly happens to us. Defragment makes a bunch of sense for this style of deck. Take a relic for that. Mid of the bone. If your HP is at or below 50% at the end of combat, heal for 12 HP. Should have taken the curse there. That was another opportunity for me to pick up a curse, but I autopiloted myself out of it. Bad. That's a bad, not good happen right there. I hate that this regret is constantly going to turn my Runic Dodecahedron off. There we go. I think it's now time to consider just removing the Runic Dodecahedron. Sorry, the Runic Dodecahedron. I mean regret. Oof. Those are exactly the 2 targets I didn't want to hit, so, you know, good work. Still haven't taken damage to the enemies this combat, but that is almost guaranteed this turn. Yeah, it's guaranteed. Ow! At the very least, now we have some lightning in the deck and electrodynamics glacier. There we go. Ooh. Something like Seek, so that I can dig for electrodynamics if I desperately need it at the right time. That would be super useful for us. Let's hologram back the aggregate. Play it again. We have a bunch of playing cards in hand. All for one to redraw everything. Reboot to see if I can get a useful hand here. And we can. That's some lethal. Art of War, if you don't play any attacks during your turn, gain additional energy next turn. Tempest, because we have a ridiculous amount of energy a lot of the time. My strength. Okay. Without extra energy this turn, it's probably like Loop Defragment. Maybe Defragment Glacier. Yeah. So I'll double drop the steroid potion, then force her to target. So So my strength loss at the end of the turn is negated, so I have 11 strength for this combat, which is going to help me get through the collector. This is exactly how I thought this combat was going to go as well, by the way. Very pleased that I was proven correct. Let's resummon on 2 of them. Shouldn't have killed the frontliner there. Resummoned them effectively myself. Electrodynamics saw a bunch of damage, thank you. Tempest is well, at least we're still safe this turn. And not this turn, though. Oh, well. Damn it. Alright, so I don't get beyond perfect. Let's seek out the most effective card in the entire deck. Why do I have a feeling that's just going to be the Echo form? Because it is. It's probably the best answer for that. So let's double up on Rainbow. Gets 2 of those lovely Dark Orbs out there. Ramp up their damage over a while. We'll double up Buffer and then play a Bias Ignition. Waiting a couple more turns. I used all of my strength in this combat. It still wasn't enough. Second copy of Electrodynamics, just so I have it. Nuclear battery at the start of each turn. Channel 1 plasma. Sure. Turn? No, at the start of each combat, Channel 1 plasma at the start of each turn would be insane. Oh, sweet. So the second copy of Electrodynamics is primarily just so that I have a guarantee, well, not a guarantee, but a higher likelihood of getting it. It's such an impactful thing that having second copy of it is going to make it a little easier to fish for it. Potion drops say nothing that I really want here. Way too much money to offer for the mask. 282 is really high. Turbo Glacier. Neatly there. Awesome. Good opening hand. I've got intangibility this turn as well, so I should focus a lot of my damage on the Spiker if I have directed damage. Don't. That's okay, I'm usually really defensive anyway, so it's not like I'm passing up a opportunity I'm not going to have another crack at later. Taking 3 damage there is really bad because it means the Blood Vial is now completely off for this and the next combat. Another copy of Barrage. We're closer to a collector's bonus for it now. Definitely a far better ordering there with the consume at the very start. That'll do for the moment, though. Enemies with large HP pools are a problem for this deck, but at the very least, the final boss on this floor is not particularly like that. Great. Especially because I was intangible that turn. I only ended up taking 1 damage to the regret. Especially because I was intangible. Only because I was intangible. Alright. I don't really have too much I can even choose to do on this turn, so... I guess I just caught my 3. Super pleased about it, though. Heat Sinks and Skim. I'm really glad to have some card draw. But Thunder Strike is already lethal. Skill Potion. I'll take a Hologram so I can pull back the aggregate at the right time. Take a Skill Potion for the possibility of suddenly generating defense. Get a card in the deck. Yeah, I don't want to put a Pain in the deck. It's just going to be really bad. Card draw is really important here. Create the cool head and get an extra card. Card draw is probably the singular most important thing that I can get. So if I Cold Snap here, then I can murder each of you really easily. And then consume after the barrage is done. Okay. Not bad. Looks like we might perfect this one as well. Let's hologram back the aggregate. Leaving those lightning orbs out is going to be really good. It means that the resummon is entirely without being scary. Like, it could have been terrifying, but it isn't at all. Attacking again for a 30 this turn. Honestly, not super enthused about that. Oh god, down to 26. Anchor started combo 10 block as well as another consume. Thank you. Sorry, consume. Another blizzard. Those blizzards are actually really impactful for us. And the hologram to pull them back as well. I mean, they're pretty much always there when we need them. I wonder if I just want to sit in this fight until I farm out 4 more curses. I wonder even if I could. If that was my plan, would I be able to do it? There's curse number 1. Let's do it. Oh, right. I need to attack the enemy to change them to the curse turn. Oops. I'm going to take my headphones off. I've been wearing my headphones for about 8.5 hours today, and my ears are painful. They're very owy. That just means that I can't hear any of the sound that's occurring in the game. I usually kind of meter my speech between the sounds occurring in the game, but here I won't be doing that. Just at the very least for the moment. My god. I've only just really heard how deep my voice is. It's similar to this when I speak, but not exactly the same. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get those guys. Just murder the enemy then. Because I kind of have to enforce speaking in a very specific way. I have to enforce speaking in a very specific way as I do this so that I don't, you know, over-stress. Because you do it for 8 hours in a single day. You're probably gonna stress your voice. And also, because this is the 8th hour of the day recording, it has a kind of worn talent to it. Neat! Not that I can't go back to the way that I... See what I mean? Take 10 first. Just go real gung-ho on that lightning. Let's have a look at that draw pile. Alright, I don't see a single copy of Thunderstrike in there. That's going to be probably the most valuable card that we can pick up in this area. We could actually have some difficulty against this. Especially because we don't have the extra energy every single turn. Well, there's aggregate, so that's extra energy. Consume. Want to play as many cards as I possibly can before these blizzards. As impactful as possible. Goodbye, they say. I'm sorry, this isn't goodbye, this is barely hello. One, let's go turbo, draw. We'll draw again with the compile driver, just to make sure that we don't draw something we desperately want to play. Okay, I'm still healthy, but things are starting to get a little bit tense here. Hologram to bring back a blizzard. That's the one for the first, right? Toxic Egg. When you get a skill card to your deck, upgrade it. We'll also drop that skill potion for the speed potion, giving us a bunch of block in the final combat. Recursion. Don't really need it. I think I have enough electrodynamics in the deck. I'll take an extra copy. Hey, I might get another copy of electrodynamics, and then I get electrodynamics collectors. Yeah, collector's bonus for electrodynamics. So I managed to play as many cards as I possibly could out of my hand that turn, meaning that I am only 1 HP down from the regret, which means the Blood Vial will be able to full heal me when it's necessary. Let's take the overclock again. Blizzard unfortunately hasn't even scaled past the barrage at this point, so we're totally comfy. Yeah, a lot of these turns don't really have too much thinking to do. So I'm kind of just speeding through those ones, the ones that really aren't decisions. I could actually just straight up kill us if we get a bad draw. Awesome. Equilibrium versus charge battery. I mean, we do actually have a little bit of energy problems. Charge battery. Get the gain here. Now we have the 3 extra strength. Those barrages are now much more powerful than they might be. Raise your max HP by 7 as well as heal all of your HP. Skim is really important here. I can't believe I didn't immediately take that. Blind, I mean, we don't have much weakness in the decks. That's also pretty important. I'll also take Lee's Waffle, and then I think I actually will cut the regret from the deck. Yeah, we're not even going to be in contention for, like, any score bonus at all here. That's okay, though. 100 damage on turn 1. I mean, that's fine. Capacitor. I want to play the electrodynamics, but I already have one out, and it's not really necessary. There's no AoE in this fight, so it just would have generated me... some lightning orbs. So I may as well play the ones that could possibly have some sort of an actual tangible effect. Let's hologram back the aggregate so that I can still get as many cards out as possible this turn. Awesome. So we are going to be playing a bunch of powers in the Awakened One combat, which is not always a great idea. But since it's literally all our deck can do, kinda gotta. Those. Alright. Smith. What is important to Smith here? Beam Cell, getting an extra turn of vulnerability. Aggregate gets a lot more energy, but aggregate getting more energy only really matters if we I'm upgrade the creative ability. Yeah. Aggregate getting more energy only really matters if I have like an X-Cost card or a lot of draw in my hands, because otherwise I'm not getting through all of it. Why would it matter? So let's speed potion. Well, I'm definitely taking damage this turn. Like, ooh, I'm not definitely taking damage this turn. Hang on. Okay, okay. Forgot about that block potion. So got all the extra decks, got extra energy this turn. Definitely taking damage this turn though. How's he? Okay. Well, there's the electrodynamics. Exactly what we wanted. Ooh, another electrodynamics. What? Ooh, another electrodynamics. What? This is like this deck kind of lives and dies by how many powers it plays. The whole point of it is stacking all of those powers. Biased cognition. That's rough. I'm gonna do it, but I'm terrified of the result. 8 focus right now. I'm gonna double energy and I'm gonna hologram back the skim. A little extra draw. 27, that's beautiful. Oh, the incoming damage is bad though. Sequence definitely goes out. Well, at least the incoming damage is not enough to really phase us. Streamline takes you down. Now I can storm happily. 61 more cards in the deck at this point. 52 incoming. Buffer makes a lot of sense this turn. But if I go for the eyes, that's only 39. I'm not even going to take damage this turn, though. That's all I go for. Intangible this turn, thankfully. Double the defragments, machine learning, get a little bit of draw going on here. Consume would be lovely in this scenario, but I don't get to play it. Perfect amount of cards left in the deck. Right. Oh, that's not leaving us with much defense. Definitely didn't need to. It's just bad planning on my part. It's overclock. Twice, I guess. Whoops. That's not strike lethal. Sweet. Well, that's like a garbage score for that run. 10-17 overall. We perfected 1 boss, championed 4, got 2 copies of collector, 1 combo, and did in light speed. I think like. 174. Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people get like decision fatigue because there's not really too much you can do to influence the way those runs go. Like there is definitely a lot you can do, but there's not as much as there is in typical dailies. So I think like a lot of people get to a point that they're like, I'm done making decisions, and do pretty much exactly as I did and just like autopilot until the end. Because hey, that deck already had enough stuff in it that it was going wild. Also, specifically when Controlled Chaos occurs as the defect, just every copy of Turbo, well, not every copy, right? You can end up with too many copies for Turbo, which we probably did, but we got a collector's bonus out of it. Because you don't have enough draw, but you do have a lot of energy. Every copy of Turbo, and most copies of Turbo, but definitely every single copy of, not Skin, Overclock, are things that you just instantly take, because they trash your discard pile that you'll never get to. So there's a lot of things that you don't necessarily make any decision about. For the moment, though, my name's been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.